Hello everyone, welcome to this podcast. And in this podcast, I'm going to tell you a lot of information how you can work on your child's self-esteem. What is the self-esteem and how it will be useful. So before going to the self-esteem concept, I just want you to just like and subscribe this channel so that you will be updated for my upcoming podcast. And one more thing I want from your side. I want you to mention in the comment section whatever your key learning, whatever the learning you are going to start and if you are going to implement from the today. So you need to work on this parameter. Let's start. What is this self-esteem? Basically, the self-esteem is our own perspective about our own self. So same like that, the child does also have their self-esteem. They also know what is their inner voice. Sometimes children get confused. Sometimes they feel that they are not capable enough. And these kind of voice, this kind of inner messages, they are just getting just because of their self-esteem. So self-esteem could be high, self-esteem could be low. But the most of the time, children are facing issues if they have the low self-esteem. If they have the low value of themselves, if they don't like themselves, if they have doubt about their capability, they feel challenges in their childhood. And after that, when they will grow also, they will face the challenges. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to work on the self-esteem of a child because it's really important for us that we need to work on the self-esteem. Okay, and how we are going to work it, I'm going to tell you after a few minutes. So first thing, we need to understand what are the signs of self-esteem. How we can understand the child is having the low self-esteem. The first sign is if your child is not trusting on themselves. That is the sign where the child is having the low self-esteem. Second sign, the child is constantly comparing themselves with the other children. That is also the sign of low self-esteem. And the third one, if the child is looking for the pleaser or the child always looking for that some gift or some rewards, that is also the feeling of low self-esteem because your child is not doing the things just because he or she wants to do. They are doing just with the pressure. So we have to understand this is also the sign of low self-esteem. The next important thing, if the child feels that they are not having the control of their emotions, they feel bad if someone is not playing, they feel bad if someone is not sharing, they feel bad if someone said something wrong, and they'll get upset just because of little teasing. That is also the sign of low self-esteem. And the one more important thing, when the child will say yes to everything, when the child will don't think and they will just take the action, just they will randomly listen to someone and just they follow them. That is also the sign of low self-esteem. And what you need to do as a parent, you need to just observe your child. You have to understand if your child is having the low self-esteem, it is not going to help them. You need to help them to come out from the low self-esteem. And how you are going to do it, I'm going to tell you the 5 methods which will help your child to come out from the self-esteem. So first method, what you should do, the first thing, you should tell your child to take responsibility. Allow your child to take the responsibility. Don't think like they are very small, they cannot take the responsibility. You need to do this. You need to give the small responsibility to your child. Ask them to take their own responsibility, of homework, their classwork, their surrounding, what the dress they want to wear. Ask them to take some small responsibility. And after the responsibility, you have to tell them that they have done a decent job. The second thing what you can do, if they are doing any mistake, you have to allow them to do the mistakes because the mistakes are the first steps that your child is learning something new. So don't stop if they are making some mistake, let them do some mistake, help them to learn from that mistake, but it's okay if they will do the mistake. Next important thing, that disciplining your child. You need to discipline your child. Ask them to take the discipline. Introduce some disciplines to them and allow them to take some decision. Next thing what you need to do with your child, you have to tell to your child to love themselves because it's a very beautiful concept and that we need to introduce in their early age. Ask them to love themselves, ask them to praise themselves, ask them to see themselves in the mirror and do some mirror exercise, because it's really important that your child should love. The next fifth one, you have to not pressure your child to do their best. Because sometimes when we are extra pressuring, children are losing their self-esteem. So you need to work on all these 5 areas, and after that you will get the changes. You will feel that your child is learning a lot. So try this and let me know in the comment section which one you are going to start from today, how it is helpful, what is the key learning for you. Thank you so much for listening. Stay tuned. Thank you.